It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints coming up next.
This is an all-sports station production.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis here at the Superdome. But Charles, these Saints, after a good run from 2017 to 2020, have kind of been middle of the pack the last couple of years, 7-10 a season ago. What's their recipe for turning things around?
I think continuing the short passing game that they're known for and see if some of their playmakers can make some short passes into longer plays. And then on defense, continuing to pressure quarterbacks in the pocket. They tend to get after them pretty hard.
And then for the visiting Bucs, all of a sudden Super Bowl 55 feels like it was a long time ago. Tom Brady retired. Some of the stalwarts of that team have moved on. They did win the NFC South last year, but they did so with a losing record at 8-9.
And sometimes when you have a chance to begin again, other people emerge and play at a level that you don't expect. And that's what Tampa Bay needs from this team in 2023.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Opting to run again here with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And I think they're defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Going with White here, toss left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number 1 things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to set on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. 3.5 to go, first quarter. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Levante David in on the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some room to run now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Olave holds it in.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Olave over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in. Kamara stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Mayfield to throw it. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. A solid stiff arm. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 17 yards for the rookie Rachaad White. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Derek Carr back out for his guys' next possession. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now Carr. The pass caught by Olave.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They stay on the ground with White. Oh, look at the juke. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Jake Camarda now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. White, he'll try the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second down, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run the draw play. This is White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Gets to the left sideline and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. This is White on the screen. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Derek Carr. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Carr with a throw taken in by Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Quick slant to Otten. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. they've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 30-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Mayfield on play action. There's Evans again, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
132 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They run straight ahead here with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
On 1st down, Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Carr now on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They still can't get it. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's second down. Carr to throw. Pass complete. Thomas. Very sharp here to start this drive. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. That's caught by Johnson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's do our thing.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.